Hi, welcome back to another video. And today I will be talking about the news that just broke for the New York City mayor race, or more importantly, the Democratic nomination race for New York City mayor, where AOC has officially and finally made her voice heard, and really gave out her endorsement. And as you can see here, she has endorsed Zohran Mamdani, for New York City mayor. Now, this was quite expected. She was expected that she was going to do this. Zohran really has been, as I talked about in a previous video, right? Zohran has been surging in these polls. Andrew Cuomo's had this decline in the poll. Andrew Cuomo had this peak, and now he is collapsing in the polling. We really haven't gotten any poll updates from that video. However, this AOC endorsement is very, very good news for Zohran, as this could help him and his poll numbers go up even more than they already have, right? Because AOC is this big, massive figure within the Democratic Party. You know, you have people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who are considered yesterday's leader of the Democratic Party, and AOC as the future, and kind of Bernie Sanders kind of leading her the way there with their Stop the Oligarchy rallies. So AOC is very popular within the Democratic Party, and she's very loved, especially by progressive liberals. And Zohran is very left. He is a socialist, he is a progressive, and for him to get the endorsement from AOC is a very, very good sign. Now, it is important to note that AOC, because you rank the nominees within the Democratic Party, because there's 9 candidates here and there's going to be at least 10 rounds, AOC in her top 5 ranking did not rank Cuomo at all. At all, despite Cuomo having the lead in the polling for this Democratic primary, which like I said, I showed you guys in a previous video, but I shall pull it up for you guys anyway. But yeah, Cuomo's been having the lead in this polling here, or Cuomo's been having the lead in this polling here, for like the entire time here. And like I've mentioned before, you know, his peak was 53%. It's kind of dipped a little bit down to 35%, which isn't looking good for him. And Mamdani has kind of he surged back in March, you know, kind of when Cuomo did before. And he's kind of just been inching up here. And I think that there's a good chance, right, that this AOC endorsement for Zohran could be the thing that helps him, you know, overtake Cuomo and become the nominee. Now, that's just a possibility, but it's looking more likely. This AOC endorsement, sure, it has other candidates, but she listed Zohran as first, meaning that he is the one she mainly endorsed, or she endorsed the most. So within this endorsement, we are really looking at a possibility here where AOC could be the main reason here why Zohran's polling numbers goes up or soars. If they soar, I believe AOC will be a big reason as to why. And for reasons I've already just mentioned, where she is very loved within the Democratic Party, progressives love her, she's very popular. So an endorsement like this is very good news for Zohran, especially since his policies and his political beliefs are very similar to AOC. So this endorsement, yes, it is good news. And we have yet to see what it does because, unfortunately, we still don't have any new polling, unlike the ones I already showed you, where Cuomo sinks a little bit. But here's a little bit from the article. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has endorsed fellow Democratic socialist Zohran Mamdani as her first choice for New York City mayor, putting her high-profile mark on a primary where he had surged among progressives. The lefty firebrand unveiled her preferred state in the June 24th primary in an interview Thursday with the New York Times. She said she will rank Andrea Adams, Brad Lander, Scott Stringer, and Zella Maria in that order after Mamdani Adams, the city council speaker, was also endorsed Thursday by Representative Yvette Clarke as her number 1 choice, Political Reports exclusively. Assembly Mamdani has demonstrated a real ability on the ground to put together a coalition of working-class New Yorkers that is strong to lead the pack, Ocasio-Cortez told the Times of the candidate whose district and platform overlaps with hers. In the final stretch of the race, we need to get very real about that. Ocasio-Cortez's endorsement is among the most highly sought for liberal Democrats nationwide. The Bronx and Queens House member, whose national reach has widely expanded since her hometown's last race for mayor, will help Mamdani present himself even more clearly as the favorite among the non-Cuomo contenders. So yeah, you really see how impactful this AOC endorsement will be for Zohran. If his poll numbers go up, it will because of this, or it will be because of his performance in the debate. Now, in the debate that I did watch last night, I wouldn't say that Zohran had this all perfect debate performance, but he was pretty good. He held up his own. He was able to go head to head with Cuomo, which is kind of what he wanted at some points in the debate. So I do think that Zohran's poll numbers are probably going to go up here because of this AOC endorsement, and that it will most likely be AOC that gets his poll numbers up. Now, because of the polling, we really haven't seen much of a surge recently with Zohran, right? The last really big surge we've seen was back in, February to March here, when he went from 4% to 21. And really, he's gone from 17, 25, down to 22, back at 23. So we really haven't seen any other surging in this polling here, other than kind of these other candidates not really moving much, or Cuomo just dropping by almost 20 points here. So if his poll numbers, if we get another new poll and his poll numbers do go up, I am confident that it is going to be because of this AOC endorsement. AOC is going to bring a lot of attention to Zohran, any attention that was unnoticed. Anyone who wasn't really paying attention to this race, anyone who is a fan of AOC will now be paying attention to this race because of her endorsement, and that helps Zohran out a lot, especially if there are New Yorkers that that are eligible to vote in this election. So this AOC endorsement, very good for Zohran. A lot of more things that could be happening. We still have to wait for more polling here, but still a lot of more stuff to go on and happen. And we still have 2 weeks left until this primary election happens. And if there's any more developments, I will update you guys with more videos. But anyways, that is the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.